Ambassador Zexthara's 3 hearts nearly stopped beating simultaneously as she witnessed the small, furry creature leap onto the conference table with impossible agility. The kitten, as the human delegate had called it, landed directly in front of High Chancellor Vorth of the Crystalline Hegemony, who immediately began vibrating at frequencies that triggered every alarm in the diplomatic station. "By the 7 void storms," Zexthara whispered, her translator struggling with the obscenity. 23 different species had gathered for the most important peace summit in galactic history, and now this microscopic apex predator, was threatening to unravel centuries of careful diplomacy. Captain Sarah Chen, Earth's representative, seemed completely oblivious to the chaos her emotional support animal was causing. She smiled warmly as the orange tabby began grooming itself, apparently finding nothing unusual about bringing what every alien species in the room recognized as a highly efficient killing machine to a peace negotiation. "Isn't Muffins adorable?" Sarah cooed, reaching over to scratch behind the kitten's ears. "She's only 8 weeks old." The arthropoid delegation immediately began secreting defensive pheromones. Their compound eyes tracked every movement of the tiny predator, evolutionary instincts screaming warnings about creatures that hunted their kind for sport. Ambassador Click-Tack's mandibles chattered in terror as she broadcast on the emergency frequency. "Human has deployed microscopic hunter-killer. Request immediate evacuation." High Chancellor Vorth's crystalline body shifted through several shades of distress purple. Through his harmonic translator, his words resonated with barely contained panic. "The creature exhibits textbook stalking behavior. Observe how it calculates trajectory and timing before each movement. This is clearly a trained assassin." Dr. Ixlo from the Tentacled Collective wrapped all 14 appendages around himself protectively. "The humans claim this is an infant? If their offspring possess such predatory capabilities, what horrors await us when they mature?" Sarah, still completely missing the mounting terror around her, lifted Muffins and began explaining to the increasingly horrified alien delegates. "See, cats have these amazing reflexes. Her pupils can dilate to see in almost complete darkness, and her hearing is so acute she can detect sounds up to 64,000 hertz. Plus, look at these little retractable claws." She gently pressed Muffin's paw, causing the kitten to extend razor-sharp talons. The gasps of horror from the assembled delegates created a harmonic resonance that triggered 3 separate security protocols. Commander Vex of the Hive Mind Collective began broadcasting frantically. "Analysis complete. The pet demonstrates night vision capabilities, enhanced auditory sensors, retractable weapon systems, and tactical silence during movement. Human has brought War Beast to Peace Summit. Recommend immediate containment." "Oh, you want to see something really cool?" Sarah continued enthusiastically. She dangled a piece of string in front of Muffins, who immediately crouched low, pupils dilating to black pools, before pouncing with lightning speed and surgical precision. The demonstration sent the gazelle-like herbivore coalition into full panic. Their representative, Fleethoof, began hyperventilating through his multiple nostrils. "Predator response engaged. The creature exhibits classic hunt-stalk-kill behavior pattern. We must flee." Ambassador Zexthara watched in growing horror as Muffins began purring, a sound that registered on every alien's instruments as a low-frequency weapon charging. The vibrations caused several species to activate their natural defense mechanisms simultaneously. "Captain Chen," Zexthara interrupted desperately, "perhaps your companion would be more comfortable in your quarters?" Sarah looked genuinely confused. "But Muffins loves meeting new people. Look, she's even singing for you." The kitten had indeed increased her purring volume, now climbing onto Sarah's shoulder where she could survey the room from a tactical advantage point. "That is not singing," Fleethoof whinnied in terror. "That is the sound our ancestral predators made before the killing strike." The situation deteriorated further when Muffins spotted a loose thread on High Chancellor Vorth's ceremonial robes. With fluid grace, she leaped from Sarah's shoulder, landing silently on the Chancellor's crystalline head before batting playfully at the dangling fabric. Vorth's harmonic scream shattered 2 decorative vases as he interpreted the gentle pawing as a precision strike to his primary neural cluster. "The assassin has made contact. I am under attack." Sarah reached over to retrieve her kitten, completely missing how every alien in the room tracked her movements like prey animals watching an apex predator. "Sorry about that. She's just being playful." Dr. Ixlo's tentacles had turned completely white with fear. "Playful?" The creature demonstrated vertical leap capability of over 6 times its body length, silent approach protocols, and targeted striking ability. This is military-grade genetic engineering. Actually, Sarah said proudly, this is just normal for cats. Back on Earth, we've been living with them for thousands of years. They're wonderful companions. The silence that followed was deafening. 23 alien species processed the implications of humans cohabiting with microscopic apex predators for millennia. Ambassador Zexthera finally found her voice. You domesticated them? Well, some people argue cats domesticated us, Sarah laughed, completely oblivious to how this statement caused 3 delegates to faint and 2 others to begin broadcasting evacuation requests. As Muffin settled into Sarah's lap and began purring contentedly, every alien in the room came to the same terrifying conclusion. If humans could form peaceful bonds with such perfect killing machines, what did that say about humanity itself? The Peace Summit was quietly relocated to a humans-only facility. The Galactic Pet Prohibition Protocols were signed unanimously the following day, with a special addendum noting that Earth's domestic companions were classified as weapons of mass psychological warfare. Muffins, blissfully unaware she had single-handedly reshaped galactic diplomacy, continued purring as she napped in a sunbeam, dreaming of String and the interesting new toys that had made such delightful squeaking sounds when they ran away.